British.
Guys, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Pocahontas 2, Journey to a New World, is the actual best Pocahontas movie. It's not great. Hell, it's not even good. But it's actually far more engaging and entertaining than the boring-ass, racist-ass original. It actually tells an interesting story about Pocahontas journeying into England and trying to convince the British that committing mass genocide on the Native Americans isn't good. And it actually works? Yeah, I forgot to mention this is still obviously a work of fiction. It's inaccurate. It's still a Disneyfication of a really messed up real-world story. But when judging these movies solely as fiction, the first one is really boring and cliche and predictable. Whereas with this one, the story actually tries a little bit more. It shows us Pocahontas out of her element and reacting to this new world, and having this conflict regarding her heritage and whether to give parts of it up in order to fit in with these snooty British fucks. The film is also more cartoony and unafraid to have side characters with actual personality and a ton more funny moments. Radcliffe is back and he's still not a very good villain, but at least here he actually meets Pocahontas, and there's some scenes with him that are way more sinister than anything he ever did in the original. I don't know, it's a bit of an improvement, I guess. Still a bad movie, of course. The way the king so easily flips from being pro-genocide to then being like, actually, genocide is bad, once Pocahontas talks to him for like 3 minutes, is really dumb. And then there's the awkward way the movie fake kills off John Smith from the original. See, Pocahontas IRL married John Rolfe, so of course we gotta bring him in for the sequel. Where's John Smith at this time? Oh, Radcliffe killed him off in the first 5 minutes of the movie, and Pocahontas is really sad. After all,
much time has passed since the news of John Smith's death.
Who talks like that? There's like a dozen less awkward and stilted ways you could have phrased that. Oh well, obviously we can't just kill off John Smith, cause that'd be really dumb. But don't worry, there's a way less dumb solution. He faked his own death and went into hiding. Obviously. You might even say that his death was greatly exaggerated.
I thought you were dead.
Greatly exaggerated.
Hey yo, what the fuck? Did Megamind rip off Pocahontas 2, or am I just losing my mind? Anyway, now we're presented with this horrendously awkward love triangle. Does she choose the boring British dude named John, or the boring British dude named John? I'm so invested in this, wow. Ultimately, she picks John Rolfe and tells Smith, yeah, sorry buddy, it's just not gonna work out. We're on different life paths and shit. And also Wikipedia told me that the real life historical figure I'm incredibly loosely based on marries John Rolfe. So, you know, gotta stick to the canon. And John Smith is like, okay, and he just pieces out. I'm glad the romance that was so crucial to the first movie meant very little to both of these characters. I also can't believe the movie missed the obvious solution of just having the three of them in a polyamorous relationship. I mean, the two Johns have better chemistry with each other than either of them do with Pocahontas, so that's another option right there. They should have just kissed, and then Pocahontas goes back home to her people, and then the British never come to the Americas again. Yay, good ending. I don't know, it's still kind of a mess, much like the first movie, but I nonetheless enjoyed way more of it than I did the first movie. I actually had fun with a Pocahontas sequel. Inconceivable. Anyway, that's about it. Dumb movie that isn't good, but I kinda liked it. Moving on.